Greetings, my people. It's Mr. PDT yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. It's been a long time, and I do hope that I find all of you in good states of mind. But before we get too serious, let's get into this video that I came across of this so-called prophet. Why do we even keep calling them prophets or men of God? Because I think we've highlighted enough or exposed them enough that these ones, these entities, these human beings, these parasites, calling themselves servants of God, have nothing to do with God himself. These are just imposters. These are just wolves in sheep's clothing that are just preying on the vulnerable. Before we even get deep into it, I want you to check out this video. Tell me what you think before you finish watching it so that we can analyze it. Check it out.
Okay. I drank the miracle water that my husband brought for me.
Where's your husband? Come and stand. Stand here, Mr. Husband. This is him. He's in this church. He's going to 3 weeks now. When he came here, you saw what happened?
He brought miracle water for me and I drank the miracle water. Immediately I drank that miracle water. I began to throw out. I went behind. After throwing out, I feel like urinate. I wanted to sit down. Before me reaching on the ground, the baby just came out.
The baby came out. Were you pregnant?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Did you went to the hospital?
Yes, sir.
Doctor say what?
That I'm not pregnant.
For how many years?
1 year, 1 month.
Doctor say you are not pregnant.
Yes, sir.
Is this your husband?
Yes, sir.
Tell us what happened. It was your wife pregnant. Tell us the story. Yeah.
No, not pregnant, sir.
Tell us the story. Why is she having baby? What happened?
I don't know, sir. It's miracle water, sir.
Huh?
It's a miracle I give her.
Tell us what happened with your wife. You have a child with this woman before. Tell us the story.
I began to give her the begin die.
Una born first begin.
The begin die.
Wait, if you carry belly for the first begin.
Then you carry belly.
How many months?
9 months.
He born.
8 months.
How you belly be there?
Baby, big, sir.
Belly big fine.
Yes, sir.
He born.
8 months.
They begin where? The first begin born am.
Then he die.
He die.
Yes, sir.
Don't say the one come out.
I don't know, sir.
That begin don't die. Don't be how long?
1 year, 5, no.
1
Eh?
year, 4 months, sir.
The begin die. The first one die.
Yes, sir.
1 year 4 months.
Yes, sir.
Since that begin die, you don't carry belly again.
No, sir.
Since the begin die, you don't carry belly.
No, sir.
You go hospital.
Yes, sir.
Doctor say say.
Sir, I'm not pregnant.
Say you are not pregnant.
Yes, sir.
Baby was moving your womb.
No, sir.
You feel the baby was moving.
No, sir.
She was crying that she's pregnant.
No, sir. Not,
Baby was moving.
nothing, sir.
How was her stomach?
Flat, sir.
Very flat.
Yes, sir.
No baby. When you drank water, what happened?
I started throwing out. I went behind
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to urinate. Before me reaching on the ground, the baby just came out.
Which baby? Hold on. This is a baby.
Yes, sir.
Are you seeing your screen? Are you seeing your screen? Watch your screen. Are you seeing the screen? The baby is fair like Prophet Elijah. That is to tell you that the baby is coming under this grace. Look at how this woman is dark. Look at how she is dark. Look at the husband. And then look at the baby. And then look at me. You know what? If this guy would have known me for the past 1 year, they would have suspected that I'm the one that pregnanted this girl. Yes, sir. I know him there. This guy is 3 weeks old in this church. This girl has never, this woman, sorry, she has never come to this church. She has never worshipped here. She comes alone. The man took the water, gave her in the house. She drank there in the house. Not up to 5 minutes, what happened? Eh?
The child came out, sir.
You are not afraid?
So I was afraid, sir.
How did you feel when the child came out?
So I was very afraid because it was a thing that I was not expecting.
You labor?
No, sir.
No labor. A woman woman gave birth without pregnant, God will perform a miracle in your life that will blow your mind. I said, God will perform a miracle in your family that will blow your mind. Hey! I believe in miracle. So I feel baby. Qui sort dans le ventre de la femme là. Mais il n'est pas assez. Mais il prend la l'homme là. Bébé sort. Voilà le bébé. C'est monsieur. Il est trois seulement dans cette vie. S'il était si énorme, les gens vont dire que c'est moi qui l'a donné. C'est moi qui l'a fait. C'est le chef seulement 3 semaines ici à l'église. S'il était ici depuis 1 an, on aurait dit que c'est moi. Ouais, à la femme. Allah, my son. If you never run the AC, stand on, I don't run the Jesus name. They will say, "Let me give this girl belly." I the yellow soul, I probably like I don't do something. Hey, a miracle will happen in your life in a hurry. Shout amen like you meant it. The neck of this young man was tied somewhere, but when he encountered grace, I lay hands on his hands, I removed his name, and the baby had to come forth. I don't know when your miracle has been stopped. Today, it's coming out. It's coming out. This young man, nothing just happened. Before you hear testimony, something has happened. This young man is doing upward jobs. He came here, prayed for God, open his door, he began to have money. Yes, sir. One Sunday like today, you are hearing me. I see people sold in my life, 10,000. The man just walked from behind there. I was confused. He walked on the altar. He was the first person with 10,000 francs. But I looked at him. I said, this man that don't have a job, please sit down. I said, this man that don't have a job. This man is giving me 10,000. I sat on this altar and I bless his life. I told him, I said, a miracle will happen in your life that will embarrass the whole world. That was a Sunday. I gave him the miracle water. Monday, Tuesday, 3 days. Somebody said 3 days. 3 days. There's a mystery behind the letter 3 or the number 3. Jesus arose after 3 days. A baby arose or came forth after 3 days. Somebody's not getting me. Something happens when a man of God of my caliber put hands on your heads. What provoked the miracle to happen was a seed in front of my altar. That is the truth. I want to perform a miracle somebody's life.
My people, personally, I don't have anything to say. I think I've commented, I've analyzed as many fake prophecies, as many fake miracles as I possibly can. Now I'm leaving this tent to you. Tell me what you think. We are not debating as to whether this is real or not, because it's clear there's nothing real that can come from these pulpit bandits. I just want your insights. I just want your laughs. I just want your remarks, because these people, they watch our comment section. These people, they follow this enlightenment series, and some of their members do follow us. So your contributions always go a long way in enlightening these gullible masses more than the things that I say on this platform. But this must, I do not even know why these men are still walking in the streets when they are supposed to be behind bars. Because this is clear manipulation. This is criminal. Deception in broad daylight. And at the end of the day, the only thing that they want is to financially exploit those that they are lying to. Not the one that they are doing the fake miracle with, but those ones who are meant to believe in this fake miracle. This is a disgrace in the Church of God, my people. That's why we have to be very strong and very vibrant in our efforts to put an end to this cancer. These parasites must be banished, must never be allowed to exist. The Church of God, the body of Christ, has to be reset to default settings. We have to clear the path for the true servants of God who are still yet to come, who major on the true doctrine, who preach the true kingdom message, not these ones that we have been having in modern days, who are just after the money. With that being said, my people, let's not forget to stand together. Let's not forget to be in solidarity with our Nigerian brothers and sisters who are still in the turmoil of this electoral process, who are still trying to figure out the right outcome for the decisions and the votes that they casted in the previous week as they were deciding who should be their leader. From the media reports that I'm getting, I can sense a lot of disappointment, dissatisfaction with the results that were projected to the Nigerians. But whatever the outcome, my people, I hope life will be preserved, and I hope Nigerian youth will resort to peaceful protest if they have to. Otherwise, there is no life that is worth losing because of the outcome of any election. There can always be another election. There's still time to prepare. There's still time to plan for any other election to come. But when life is lost, life can never be regained. So let's value life. Politicians will remain politicians at the end of the day. But the lives of innocent are always at stake. So let's be very conscious and let's act with respect to life, to human life. And let's not make abrupt decisions. Let's not be spontaneous in our actions. Let's think through everything first before we engage in any form of demonstrations or in any form of protest. Let's just make sure that life is preserved above all things. So this is the month of March and we are ready to march forward. We have a lot that is coming. The case of baby testimony is still hot. I know we have been quiet about it for some time and it has been for a reason. In the next episodes, now we are getting back to business. We're getting back to work, my people. Justice for baby testimony, and we are going to find baby testimony. So with that being said, it's Mr. PDT. Tell me what you think about that charlatan that just did a 3-day miracle baby. I can't believe this is a Cameroonian, by the way. I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. This is Mr. PDT. I'm out.